This is your broadcast. Please remain calm and do not adjust your receiver. The following message is transmitted by the Population Registry Committee under the Ministry of Housing and Utilities. Subject: biological replication in the private residential sector. Targets: persons over 65 years of age who have returned to their place of residence after officially registered death. Since 2014, the state registry has recorded a persistent anomaly. Citizens whose death has been confirmed by medical certificates and burial acts return to their permanent residence. This return is not resurrection, it is replacement. The objects retain the appearance, voice, and partial memories of the original. However, their biological functions are not sustained. Objects do not require food, but demonstrate its consumption. Objects do not sleep, but simulate sleep. Distinguishing a replica from the original is possible through visual inspection. Memorize the following signs. Sign 1. Integument. The replica is unable to reproduce fine motor skills. Fingers are either absent or held in a permanently contracted position. The object may hold an object, but cannot deform it. A ball of yarn, plasticine, dough. If an elderly person holds knitting needles, but no knitting appears, you are observing a replica. Sign 2. Facial repertoire. The replica uses a limited set of expressions. The smile does not fade after the stimulus disappears. If you turn away and the smile remains, the object is not reading context. It is broadcasting a recording. The speech patterns of the replica are based on fragments of conversations recorded during the original's lifetime. Chronology is not preserved. Conduct verification. Where were you in the summer of 2003? What was the dog's name? What hurt in '98? The replica will either give a vague answer, "That was a long time ago. I'm old. I don't remember," or reproduce a fragment that does not correspond to the age of the subject. Cases have been recorded where the replica used information absent from the original's biography, but present in television broadcasts airing at the time of death. The replica does not know what existed before its appearance. It knows only what it managed to record. Upon detection of a replica in a residential premise, the following is prohibited. Consuming food prepared by the object. Thermal processing does not destroy the contaminant. Ingestion of food reinforces the identification. Relative, signal receiver. Remaining in the room without direct current power sources. The replica feeds on the household electrical grid. Disconnect the object from the outlet. If the object uses a hearing aid or electronic watch, remove the batteries. Looking into the eyes for longer than 2 seconds. Eye contact allows the replica to read your frequency. The longer you look, the more accurately it will replicate you. Cases have been documented where the replica replaced not the deceased, but a living person who spent too long watching television with it. If you have identified a replica and reside with it in the same living space, the procedure is as follows. Step 1. Leave the premises under any pretext. Store, pharmacy, walk. The replica does not hinder your departure, as its task is retention, not detention. It is confident you will return. Step 2. De-energize the apartment at the circuit breaker. The replica is unable to leave the perimeter if the power supply is cut. Its motor activity ceases 5 to 7 seconds after voltage loss. Step 3. Call 444. This number is no longer valid. Do not call. No one will answer. Individuals who have been in contact with a replica for more than 3 months report the following symptoms. Persistent sensation that the original never existed, and the replica was always there. Inability to recall the deceased relative's voice, only the replica's voice. Acquisition of habits characteristic of the object, freezing in front of a screen, repeating phrases, vacant stare. These effects are reversible provided contact is terminated. However, 30% of affected individuals voluntarily return to the replica. They report that it misses them and it won't hurt them anymore. The replica indeed does not cause harm. It does not kill. It waits until you become like it. The Population Registry Committee reminds you, the death of a loved one is grief. But grief is not a radio signal. Do not tune in to the dead. They are not speaking to you. Only that which has taken their place is speaking. This has been your broadcast. Remember, a relative who returned is no longer a relative. It is a receiver, and you are its program.